Hello, this is Roy from Tesla Owners US, and I'm not reporting only about Teslas, but also about Starlink. And Starlink became now my second choice. I changed. My Starlink antenna is off the roof, and that's why you see that picture there. And why is that the case? I'm going to tell you after the intro.
Wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for.
So why is that the case? Yeah. At the beginning, I was really in favor of it, and the speed was great, and the reliability was great from Starlink, and I could use it. Originally, I could only use it at home. Later, I used it on the road, but reliability was good. Everything was good, so there was nothing to complain about. And then after a while, it started coming offline. And first it started only at the weekend to come offline. And then later it started even to come during the week. But I'm working from home in a company which is important, because if I'm offline, it cost me a lot of money. Because if I'm offline, I'm not working, I'm not available for people to contact me, and I cannot work, it costs me a lot of money. It costs me more money than the whole month of Starlink. And then I looked always for alternative solutions. So I had an alternative solution from AT&T here. Then I had an alternative solution from T-Mobile. But the solution was always that I had to be switching. I wanted to keep my original router. And for the original router to keep it, what that is that you have a deviation device, or there's an Ethernet going off there, and then that Ethernet goes to my router. So, and on that router, then everything is connected to that router. Everything from internal camera, security, and. So, and I didn't want every time I take the antenna with me to switch it, to take the antenna with me, then reconfigure everything. Because if there's no internet there, then everything drops. The power wall drops, the internet connection, my climate system, and everything drops. And I could not stand it. I cannot reconfigure it every time. So I was looking for a solution. And then I had something very similar to, I used that Ethernet adapter, put it there, but then I needed to switch it with something else. And finally my solution is, and that's pretty good actually, it's from T-Mobile. It's a 5G tower, little tower, a receiver. And it needs to be a little bit towards the window, but that's okay. So I have that towards the window, and then it's connecting actually with the wire to my router here. And that's okay. So that does a good job, and it does 100, like originally it does 120, sometimes 120 megabits. Some in the peak time it does a little bit less. But that was how Starlink was as well. So, but Starlink dropped the service. And when did it drop the service? Every time it was shooting satellites off. And one time it was super obvious. I'm watching that as well when satellites being shoot to the sky, 50, 60 new Starlink satellites being shoot up in the sky and on the low orbit. And I'm watching that as well. And there was one time on a Thursday or on a Friday when I went to training, and the satellite should have been shot into space about 6 o'clock. And right at that time, internet was off. So I coming back from training, my wife said, Starlink is down. So sometimes the easiest thing was just to restart the Starlink router, but then the internet drops, then you have to reconfigure everything and so on. That is really unbearable. Starlink is now my backup system. Starlink is my system when I'm on the road, when I'm gonna try with driving that as well. Yeah, when I'm on RV parks or in the wilderness, so then I have fast internet, then I'm gonna place it outside there. So to get internet there, but for my main internet system, it's just not reliable enough. So so when an hour costs you more than the whole month of internet service, and they are very generous. So sometimes the hardware failed here as well, and they said, "Oh, we have to send you a new receiver. We have to send you new wiring," and then one time they took a whole month off. Whole month off, you don't have to pay. They are generous for that one, but the generosity doesn't count for me, because so 1 hour off is a hell of a lot of work, and my personal hour counts. So if my personal hour is more than the whole month of internet connection there that I'm paying, then I can't do it. And that's the whole reason my Starlink antenna becomes now the backup. It's now in the shed there, in the original carton there with all of the equipment, and I take it out when I'm going next time in the wilderness or in an RV park, or when I'm driving there, maybe I get fast internet there. But now I pay, instead of $130 or $135 for the internet here from Starlink, I pay $50 from T-Mobile. It's 5G connection. It's super quick, and I didn't have any problems with it. Running since a while now, and I know that this cannot be. I cannot carry it everywhere. I can get it only there where there's a T-Mobile 5G connection, but for my home they have it, and this time I don't have to switch it. I will be probably, when this is showing, will be in Japan. So I'm invited for Japan. I'm going to stay there for a week, and I say maybe I get some good pictures in Japan and do something completely different. Try out to check the EV world in Japan and the technology in Japan, and see how far they advanced. Okay, that's all from me. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.